Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, I am a recovered drug addict with 13 years of sobriety, and I'm also recovered from binge eating disorder and exercise bulimia. In today's video, we're going to talk about intuitive eating and how it can help you with your life, how you can stop dieting finally. All right? Listen, that's huge. Stop dieting. You can quit right now. So if you want to watch this video, please stay tuned. Okay, before I just jump right in and start telling y'all all about intuitive eating, a little backstory if you haven't watched some of my previous videos. I used to be a competitive bodybuilder, and I competed back in 2009, 2010, and I tried to compete in 2011, but my eating disorder pretty much took over my entire life. I did really well in the bodybuilding circuit. I was even flown out to Texas to compete in the Junior USA, which was amazing. I had my flight paid for, my hotel paid for, my entry fee paid for. I thought I was a star. I was a rising star, and my dream was to become pro. Anyways, fast forward. I ended up hurting my back really bad in 2010, like late 2010. Late 2010, hurt my back. So that set me back. And during this whole time, like when you're bodybuilding, I had a coach who basically took me off all carbs. I ate boiled chicken. And when I say I only ate boiled chicken, I literally mean I only ate boiled chicken for 16 weeks. I cut up chicken breast, put it in a huge pot with some water, boiled the crap out of it, weighed it out, and ate that for 16 weeks. Horrible. Guess what that did to my mind? All right? Guess what it did to my body when I started eating carbohydrates? My body didn't know how to react. It freaked out. Freaked out. I mean, after my last competition, within only a week, I gained 32 pounds. In 1 week after a show, I gained 32 pounds. A lot of bodybuilders nowadays, you hear videos where, oh, how to reverse diet, you know, how to post-show, how to eat post-show properly, blah, 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 you know. But I'm just going to be real with you. That kind of lifestyle is not healthy. It's not good for you. It's not good for your body, and especially your mental health. It destroyed my mental health, and I struggled with binge eating disorder for 10 years. You know, a really long, way too long, you know. Nobody should have to struggle with that, period. So I just did a blog post. You can check out my blog at journeytocourage.com. My last post was about intuitive eating. So I'm just going to go over some of there's 10 principles to intuitive eating. So I'm going to go over those with y'all today. And y'all can get a more in-depth with it if you go over to my blog and read that post. So intuitive eating was written by Evelyn Tripoli and Elise Resch back in 1995. And holy crap, in 1995? Are you kidding me? Why did I not find this book sooner? Real quick, I want to tell y'all, if you have children who are in middle school, have your child read this book. It is so important because it's not just teaching you like how to eat, but it teaches you that your body is not your worth. And to me, it was life-changing. So if you have a kid, pick up that book, Intuitive Eating. They just came out with the 4th edition, and I believe they have a workbook. Anyways, okay, so moving on to the 10 principles. I have it written down right here because I can't remember that. Anyways, so principle number 1 is reject diet mentality. And to reject diet mentality basically means like all that outside noise of diet culture, magazines telling you you need to lose weight. You need to throw that crap out. Just say no when your friend wants to talk to you about her latest diet or his latest diet. Say, hey man, or hey girl, I love you to death, but I don't want to talk about your diet because it's just not good for me. So that's rejecting diet mentality. Number 2, honor your hunger. This is huge, especially if you are somebody with an eating disorder. You know, for binge eating, I would starve myself, ignoring all these hunger signals, just saying, I don't need to eat right now because if I eat, I'm going to gain weight. And then I would binge, and then you would start to feel full. And then I would keep eating. So I would ignore these signals that was telling my body like, hey, stop, you're full. You can't eat anymore. But I just ignored all of it. So honoring your hunger means when you are feeling hungry, there's two things you can do. If you're learning how to understand what those feelings are, whether or not they're actual true hunger or there's something else. So what I do is I drink a glass of water. And I wait about 5 to 10 minutes. And if I still feel that kind of hunger, pain type feeling, I go ahead and eat. And I eat what I want to eat. I eat what my body is craving. Whether that's, having a handful of grapes. Or that's having a packet of crackers, So honoring your hunger is allowing yourself to eat when you're hungry. And then when you're starting to feel full, know that you can stop. You can put your food away. It's going to be there and you can eat it when you're hungry again. That's honoring your hunger. Number 3 is make peace with food. Huge. We so often hear, this food is bad. This food is good. Eat this. Don't eat that. I'm going to tell y'all right now. All food is good. Okay? There is no such thing as a bad food unless you have a severe allergy, like a allergy to peanuts or something, then that food would be bad for you because, it might send you to the hospital. But other than that, there's no food that's bad. So let's stop labeling food, whether it's good or bad, okay? And, something that's huge is, back in the day when I was competing, I would tell myself, like, if I eat this, and let's just say it's, even just a piece of bread, I would be like, okay, well, if I eat this piece of bread, tomorrow I'm going to have to do an extra 30 minutes of cardio on top of my already 2 hours that I do. And then I'm going to have to eat one less meal. How horrible is that? You can't live like that. So making peace with food is allowing you to enjoy all types of food. All foods are good. They can fit into your diet always, any place, anytime. All foods. Sorry, rambling, going on. Number 4 is challenging the food police. That is up here. Your food police is in your head. How often are you second guessing what you're about to eat? I know for me back then it was nonstop. I had to shut that voice up. I had to turn it off. It has no room in my life. And then it's in external factors. The same earlier, is if you're a friend and you are going out to eat and she wants to order a salad and you're going to order the burger and fries and she looks at you and she's like, oh, you just have to say, hey, no, I'm going to eat a burger and fries because that's what my body wants, So shut up the food police, shut them up, especially up here. Number 5, respect your fullness. This is huge. So often we eat so fast that by the time you're done eating, you're like, oh my God, I'm so full. I feel sick. And your stomach is bloated and it hurts and you got to lay on your side. A good example of this is Thanksgiving. If you are trying to tell me that you don't feel sick after Thanksgiving, I think you're lying. I'm serious. I know I am. Well, not last Thanksgiving. Not since I learned how to do this. But respecting your fullness. So learning to eat more slowly. Learning to shut off devices, turn off the TV. You can do this when you're first learning. It's okay to, once you have this down, it's okay to eat in front of the TV. Come on, let's be real. We're Americans. We love TV. But in the beginning, when you're learning to listen to your body, it's good to turn off these external factors so you can focus on the food that you're eating and really listen to your body and learn to slow down. That way, it gives your body time to start digesting as you're eating. And you'll realize, you've eaten 3/4 of your plate and next you're like, oh, I'm feeling kind of full. Okay? And when you feel that fullness, stop. Tell yourself that you're going to put this food away. And if you're hungry still in 30 minutes, you're going to eat it. But knowing that you can eat that food again. Okay? So we don't have to have this mindset of, I'm never going to eat this again. You know? Because all food is on the table. You can eat whatever you want. But respect your fullness. Listen to your body. When it's full, it's full. Put it away. It's like children. You know, when a baby's being fed and the mom's coming in with the spoon and the baby turns its head, the baby's saying, I'm full. It doesn't want to eat anymore. A baby. A baby is so smart, you know? We need to start thinking like that. When you're full, just stop. All right. Number 6, discover the satisfaction factor. And that is really, you know, making the experience of your meal really enjoyable. If you're rushing around constantly, if you're having to eat while you're driving, that experience is not good. You know, it's not a joyful experience like most dinner should be. You know, another example, back to Thanksgiving. It's an enjoyable moment. You're surrounded by family. There's beautiful food. The table's laid out really beautifully, and all the food is in really nice dishes, and it's just very pleasing to the eye, and it makes the food taste even better. So if you're a person who is always like on the run and it's just shoving your food down your throat because you don't have time to take, you know, for a lunch, I'm going to challenge you to slow down. Give yourself, even if you only take 15 minutes, to sit down. Okay? Sit down, put your phone away, and enjoy your meal. And really taste all the flavors, even if it's just a sandwich. Just enjoy that sandwich. And you'll see after you're done eating how much happy you are with that meal. Because I know for me, when I'm eating in my truck, riding around, after I eat, 20 minutes later, I find that I'm hungry again. And I don't know why, because had I eaten the same meal at home, I wouldn't have been hungry, 20 minutes later. So make your meal pleasing. Make that time that you're eating really nice. Whatever nice means to you. But that's the satisfaction factor. Okay, number 7. Ooh, this is like one of my favorites. This is a really difficult one. Honor your feelings without using food. And I know for a lot of people say, oh, I'm an emotional eater. It's okay to be an emotional eater because, let's be real, we eat in a lot of emotions, happy. You're surrounded at Thanksgiving again. Sorry, I'm beating that into the ground. But it's a happy moment. The emotions are love, happiness, joy. You're eating. It feels good, But what we need to learn to do is when your emotions are only, how do I want to put this? When you feel like the only way to heal that emotion is with food, that's when you have to step back and say, okay, I need to find something else that's going to fix this emotion that I'm having, because using food is not good for me. Because food is a temporary fix to whatever emotion you're feeling. Okay, back in the day when I was really struggling with binge eating, if I got in a huge fight with my husband, the first thing I thought of was, I need to eat a candy bar. Like, instantly, it was like a trigger. Fight, candy bar. All right? I'm sad, Mexican. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guys. So back what I was talking about. Food is a temporary fix for any emotion. And emotions are best dealt with, through some creative outlet. Maybe pick up a journal and start writing your feelings out. Maybe turn on some music and start dancing. Maybe you want to punch a pillow or scream at the top of your lungs. Those are all good ways to release that emotion that you're feeling. So, yeah. Don't use food as your coping mechanism, because it's it's not good for you. Food is not something that can hold you. Food is not something that can comfort you. I mean, it can comfort you, but it's only for a short period of time. You know, learn ways to deal with your emotions, not using food. Anyways, number 8, respect your body. Okay, guys, I mean, we live in a society where it tells us if we don't look a certain way, or if we're not shaped a certain way, then we're not beautiful. And I don't know if you are somebody who believes in God. And I think, well, I know that God created each and every one of us individually. You know, so before you were born, God had a plan for you. God designed you. He created you. And you are beautiful to Him. And you are perfect to Him. And so, in my opinion, that makes you perfect. You know? You, right here, right now, is perfect exactly the way you are. We need to start treating our bodies with kindness, with love. I'm about to turn 35. And I am so grateful for my body because it has carried me for almost 35 years. This body is strong. This body is capable and able to withstand life. Respect your body, you know? Tell your body how beautiful it is. Stand in front of the mirror and I want you to look at that body part that for years you've just been putting down. I want you to look at that body part and I want you to tell that body part how sorry you are for the horrible things you've said about it. Mine were my legs. My legs are extra big. But now I look at my legs and I'm like, hell yeah, legs. You're big, you're strong. You ate and allowed me to walk all day long at my job. I'm a landscaper. Well, I'm a private gardener on 11 acres. I walk all day long. And if it weren't for my strong legs, I wouldn't be able to do my job. Period. You know? So respect your body, okay? And show it some respect. Take care of it. Nourish it. Love it. Number 9, exercise. Feel the difference. When you think about exercise, most often everybody's like, oh, you have to exercise to lose weight, you know, or exercise to be healthy. I get it. You don't have to tell me over and over and over again. Yes, I know moving my body is good for me, but what's not good for me is when I say that I have to exercise in order to lose weight. That is not fun. When you attach weight loss with the reason you're exercising, that makes it not fun. You know, if you're constantly going to the gym just to get home and get on the scale to see if you lost any weight, I'm sorry, you're going to be disappointed because it doesn't work that way, you know? And find something that you love to do. Because I truly believe that moving our bodies is good for our health. It's good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health because you have to walk, you know. You want to grow old, right? You know, you see some older people who, you know, in their 90s, 80s, they can't walk. They can barely move. And then you see some, you know, my great aunt is 85. I think she's 85. She flies on planes by herself. She goes to different countries by herself. She came to America and walked all downtown where we live by herself. I mean, she is a prime example of a woman who's taken care of her body her entire life, you know? So I want to live that way also. I want to grow old with my husband and still be able to do things and, you know, not letting age have a factor in any of that, you know? So find something that you enjoy doing. Riding a bike, going swimming, dancing. Maybe you love lifting weights because it makes you feel good and strong. Then by all means, lift weights. You know, get some muscles. I still have a little bit. But anyways, you know, so for me, I had to take a year off from the gym because, like I said, I suffered with exercise bulimia. And I just started going back and trying to fight those feelings of the reason that I'm there is to lose weight has been kind of hard for me. So I took another step back and I'm trying to find another activity that I really enjoy that keeps my body moving. And some of the things that I like to do are kayaking. I love riding my bike. My husband and I love hiking. So yeah, exercise for fun and for your mental health. Don't attach a weight loss to it, you know. Make it something that's sustainable and enjoyable. If you have kids, you know, get out there in a park with your kids, throw a frisbee, kick a ball around. There's a lot of things you can do to stay active and improve your health. And last but not least, honor your health with gentle nutrition. And I think this is extremely important. And it was something that, you know, so in the beginning, when you first start the journey of intuitive eating, they call it the honeymoon phase because there's all these foods that you have eliminated from your diet. And now you're going to let them back in. So in the beginning, you're just kind of like, you know, you're grabbing at everything and you're just stuffing your face and just, you know, and honestly, sometimes you make yourself damn sick because you haven't eaten these foods in so long and now you're just cramming them down your mouth, you know, and your stomach's like, holy crap, what are you doing to me? But after a while, I started realizing, I was like, hey, when's the last time I had something sweet? It's been a few weeks. You know? And so gradually over time, my body started telling me what it wanted. You know, instead of me being like, oh, I want to eat this, I want to eat that. My body knew what it wanted. And then I went and ate what I was feeling. And so now, I'm eating a variety of foods. Whereas before, in the whole restriction, you know, I was probably really deficient on a lot of nutrients because I didn't allow a lot of foods in my diet. Now I have cream of wheat for breakfast or oatmeal. I have eggs. I have tons of fruits and vegetables where I never ate fruits before. You know, so you want to make sure that you're getting in all of your nutrients. You know, mainly you want to focus on making sure you get protein because protein is, you know, the building blocks of muscle. And you need carbs because carbs are energy. They convert into energy. And your fats. Fats are really good because they help with hormone production. So you want to make sure you're eating a variety of foods so you can maintain all these adequate nutrients in your body so you can stay healthy. So I'm sorry if I rambled a little bit during that, but I'm new to this whole filming process, but I really wanted to share this stuff with you because I have healed myself. I am recovered and life has never been so beautiful. And each and every one of you deserves to live a life that you truly love and appreciate. I don't want anybody to spend one more day sad or upset about their body. I wish nothing but the best for everybody. Go over to Journey to